Top. This is Mark Alyn Cooks Your Dinner. I am Mark Alyn, and we're going to be talking about eggs. We're going to do something very special with eggs that's thousands and thousands of years old. That's coming up here on Mark Alyn Cooks Your Dinner. Welcome to Mark Alyn Cooks Your Dinner. If you are watching right now, we can see your comments. So if you're watching, let us know. We have some new people watching possibly, and we'd love to hear from you. If you are watching, you want to know what we're about, I'm about to tell you what we do. What we do here is we try to do some interesting cooking tips that are easy and fun and very, very, very tasty. I know because I taste everything I make, and I usually like what I make. You'll see what I mean. We're going to start our show by saying hello to two people, two actually companies. The first is our friends at Podclips.io, our media partner, and we're also going to say hello to our new media partner, and that is Imagine BC. Eric, hello. Eric is the CEO of that. And we're going to be doing some work with that, and you'll be able to see our shows, all of our Mark Alyn Cooks Your Dinner shows on Imagine BC very soon. Also, a shout out to Daryl Davis, who is a hero, absolutely a hero. And I'm honored to be co-hosting a show with him on Imagine BC called Changing Minds. And Changing Minds is all about equality, and and it's just a lot of fun. We're going to have a good time with it. All right, I just poured myself a little bit of an aperitif, and you can see the bottle here. This is Harvey's Bristol Cream, and I don't know why I've always liked this for like 30 years, maybe even more. I think my father drank it as well. He cooked with it. I do cook with it as well. So here we go. This is an inexpensive cream sherry. It has a nice, robust flavor. I love the nose. It's not overly sweet. Carol, you have it. Do you find it overly sweet? I don't. Oh, she's going to taste it. She wasn't going to, she didn't remember. I think she just wanted a sup. It is sweet, but it's not cloyingly sweet, right? All right.
Refreshingly sweet.
It's perfect for summer. And speaking of summer, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do stuffed eggs or angel eggs or deviled eggs. Um, the recipes go back thousands of years. The Romans used to stuff eggs because just having a hard-boiled egg is, it's boring. So we're going to start with 4 eggs. Remember, I'm only cooking for 2 people, okay? And I've hard boiled these eggs. And let me tell you, there is a secret to hard boiling eggs. You boil the water, and then using a spoon like this, you gently put the eggs into the water. Okay? And if you do that and then set your timer for 12 to 14 minutes, your eggs will come out perfectly well. I never use my eggs when they're hot because I'll burn my little fingers and I don't want to do that. Also, if you let it cool, and yes, I did that voice. Uh, if you let it cool, I find it's easier to peel, and you can pop it. There's if you look here at this end of the egg, there's a little pocket under the shell, okay, and like an air pocket. And if you pop that first, the shell just peels right off very easily. All right, let's get to work. We're going to start by cutting these in half. And they don't have to be perfect, folks, because I'm not the greatest cutter in the world. Somebody recently asked me how I got into food. I don't know. I just have always enjoyed eating. I've got and enjoying good food. So what we're going to do with these is we're going to take the yolks out. Now the yolks are going to just pop right out. Watch. There we go. I made a discovery about a month ago of something called Truff. And I'm not sure you can see it yet or not, but we'll show it to you in a minute. Truff is it's an indulgence, and it's based on truffles. And so we've done that. I'm going to put the eggs off to the side now, the egg whites, and you should get as much of the yellow out. As a kid, I didn't like eggs, and not because my mom didn't know how to cook them or my dad. I don't know why, I just didn't like them. Now, let's show you something. We're going to make Mark Alyn's black truffle infused eggs. So we're going to use something called Truff Mayo. And if you could go over here, please. And you can see the bottle right here. Now, Carol found the taste a little strong. So what I do is I mix the truffle taste with a little bit of traditional mayo. Now, this is the first recipe that I've done in a long time that I don't have a vegan or a vegetarian option. I'm sorry, I just don't. Eggs are from an animal. Mayo, generally speaking, is from eggs, egg yolk, and oil. And so I just have no option here. Now, you can get vegetarian and vegan mayo. It doesn't have the egg in it. Okay, it's very good, and you can actually make your own by emulsifying oil in a blender with one of those stick things. You know, you go up and down like that, and it emulsifies it and add some seasoning. Let me show you what a truffle looks like, first of all, before I mix. Let's go to the truffle. That is not the right truffle, but Carol did do that right. That's what most people think of truffles. It's chocolate. Chef Josh makes a wonderful variety of truffles. Here's what a truffle actually looks like. Right above the first one. There you go. And that is a truffle that's been cut in half. If you notice the black on the outside and then the creamy in the inside, it's part of the mushroom family, and it has a very distinctive, very hearty flavor. So we're going to come back off of that and go back to the sweet one. And if you take that off, ta-da, I'm back. Surprise. All right. I have a fork, and the first thing we're going to do is mash our yolks. I have a yolk to tell you, folks. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? I'll let you know at the end of this show. All right, you mash that up as fine as you can. And you can see you could actually put this in a food processor or a blender if you wanted to. All right, let's take some Truff Mayo. Truff actually, and thank you, Carol, you brought it up. You can find out more about Truff by going to their website. They did Truff. I don't understand. In all the years I've been doing broadcasting, I've had two people turn me down for interviews or anything. Truff, you're number two. Joey Bishop, who's been dead for 30 years, was the other one. All right, I'm going to take a good healthy, maybe teaspoon and a half of Truff. And guys, if you're at Truff, you can always make it up. Call me. I'm going to add a little bit of Best Foods. If you're on the other side of the Mississippi, I'm on the west side. It's called Hellman's. And I'm only going to use about 1.5 teaspoons. All right, we got that one. I'm running out of room. The other thing that I put in here is Dijon mustard. Oh, thanks. And we don't need a lot, about that much. And as you know, I don't measure. I know it drives some people nuts, but what can I tell you? All right, let's mix it up. And you're making a filling because we're going to be stuffing the eggs in just a minute. You know, I'm thinking maybe instead of a spatula, I might get a spoon. We'll see. All right, I have a plate right here. And we're going to put the eggs on here. A couple weeks ago, I think we made about 60 eggs. Maybe more, 72 eggs. Do you remember? And we're going to do it 2 different ways. I'm just covering up some of this stuff, get it out of the way. That was the wrong one. That's the right one. Oh, I forgot. Truff makes a couple of different products. I haven't tried this one yet. I like spicy. And Carol, can you get a shot of that? This is the spicy truff. And you can find out more about it at truff.com. Truff.com. All right. So what we do now is we arrange our eggs. And I'm going to do 4 this way and 4 this way, because I'm going to treat them differently. And I'm going to use a spoon, and I'm going to fill each one here. This is really simple. It's a great appetizer. And just spoon it right in. Now I'm going to have leftover. I'm going to have extra, and that's okay, because I will eat it. Okay. Excuse me. You can watch if you want. Here we go. That is so good. Now, I'm going to prepare these 2 different ways. And you're probably better at putting the goo in than I am. Now let's try it a little bit more like that. All right, I have over here some Spanish smoked paprika. It's organic. It is so good. Just a little bit, and we're just going to hit like that. Just a touch. Maybe a touch more on that one. It's all you need. This is a very strong flavor, and some people like it, some people don't. Now, I happen to find in my refrigerator some pickled onions. And here we go. I made these pickled onions about 1.5 weeks ago. And I'm waiting. No, me. There you go. Pickled onions are really easy to make. I've said this before. You take a jar and you put water in it. Make sure it's clean water, filtered of some kind. A third water, a third sugar, a third vinegar, and it's just regular vinegar. Okay, shake it up, let it sit for a little bit. You can heat it to dissolve the sugar, and then you throw things into it. I've done vegetables of all kinds. One of my favorite things is radishes or onions, and we put um, onions in this. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to top this. There. Now, here comes the best part of the show for me. The second best part of the show. All right, I'm going to taste it. Mm. Yeah, I do like my own cooking. And this is really basic, but it's tasty. And it's relatively healthy too. Okay? You can use less mayo, you can use less, mostly the mayo, than I did. Um, but it's so good. It's so tasty. This will knock the socks off of your guests, off of yourself, because it's so easy to make. All right. That was one egg. Now I'm going to do this egg. And this has the pickled onions. And this was a red onion. You can see that it's red. And it's going to have a different, overall different profile than the eggs with the Spanish paprika. Mm. I don't know which one I like better. Mm. Well, I do like my own cooking. I really do. Thank you very much for watching. Just a couple of things. I promised to tell you the yolk of which came first, the chicken or the egg. I don't know. I'm looking for that answer, and if you have it, let us know. You can write us a comment. Even if this is recorded and you're seeing it later, you can always let us know what you think. If you have the answer to my question, the chicken or the egg, let me know. And we will be back soon. Couple weeks from now, we're going to have a woman who was born in Brazil. She's going to give us a Brazilian recipe. We're going to try to get a wine expert on to talk about some under $20 wines and taste them. What else do we have going? Oh, Marcia Steed is coming back, and Marcia is going to talk to us about a healthy meal as well. All kinds of things, including the segment coming up in about 2 weeks featuring the Rochester Lifestyle Longevity Center. And I'm really looking forward to that one. We'll be talking with the doctor who was the co-founder and chair of the board, and we'll be talking to his wife too. I'm Mark Alyn. Have a great day. In 20 minutes, we showed you how to stuff an egg. Bye-bye for now. See you next time.